So I got us some lottery tickets.
Oh my gosh. That was the secret. Oh my gosh, dude.
Shoot.
Cash King?
Boom.
Let's go, dude.
So
Second row. Bro. Are you serious? Bro, I'm not kidding.
no, dude, you did not win, bro.
100,000.
What?
Is that real? Got a crown. It says 100,000, bro. When any of your numbers match any king's numbers, win prize under the match number. Find a crown, win all symbol. Win all 20 prizes shown. Bro. This cannot be real. Dude, you were making this up. This is so fake.
It's a fake lottery.
How did you get a fake lottery ticket? Ah! Hey everyone, welcome to the Village Films podcast. My name's Caleb. This is David, the prankster of all pranksters. Today we're going to talk about if we can save the movie theater. This is just my opinion. I'm a filmmaker.
Are you guys videographers?
Who cares?
Prank, dude.
Dude, no more pranks. Ah! Right before we recorded, David,
Oh, we're gonna show 'em.
I
Don't
thought
worry.
it'll be its own video.
Full clip
David
to come.
bought fake lottery tickets and made me believe that I won upwards of $100,000.
Zoom in on that. $1 million.
Ah!
Oh, dude, the description is pretty funny. Winning tickets of any amount must be validated. To expedite validation, please place winning ticket under your pillow for air delivery via the Toothberry Express.
Oh no! I didn't even read that. It looked so real. I just thought it was real. Okay, well, anyways, we've talked a lot about the movie theater experience, streaming, those two things battling together. We literally have an episode called Streaming versus Theatrical. If any of our 12 listeners have watched it, they know where we're coming from. But we wanted to dive in more to the theater because we know there's articles coming out like every week. The theater is dying, and then I saw something
Dead.
a couple of weeks ago about the theater like owners.
back.
No,
We're back.
no,
We're
the theater
dying.
owners, they said something like, our model is not profitable. We will be dead in a few years. I was like, tight. But then there's articles of hope. They're like F1 experience and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just us being biased. But so anyways, we want to
Yeah.
do one about what is actually happening generationally, millennial, Gen X, Gen Z. Are they going to the movies? Who's going to the movies? Who's not going to the movies? Why are they not going to the movies? What are the problems? How do we get people back in? How do we save the world, chat?
But you know what's funny? I also saw this thing where a lot of people are complaining like, okay, yeah, no one's going to the theaters. And then when you do go to the theaters, you pay a lot of money and then all the theaters are like run down. The chairs don't work.
Yeah.
The projectors are out of date and need upgrading. And so like you go in there, like I went and
Oh
saw
my
How to Train Your
gosh,
Dragon
bro.
the other day with my kids. And the projector light was so dim. It was like watching a movie with your screen brightness all the way down. Like it was just everything was a night scene. And
You're
I was
like, I might as well-
paid $80 for this movie and I can't even see
I might as well
it.
be in my bed right now watching on my phone. Well, you remember this was pre-pandemic and this theater has since closed, rest in peace. But that dollar theater by the mall, I went and saw La La
yeah.
Land there, and Laura and I had to watch La La Land when someone had clearly thrown a drink at the screen, and you could see on the screen there was just a stain. But it's like, especially where we are, because we're not like a major city, our theaters.
Well, second largest city in Georgia.
You take out Fort Benning, we're no better than Albany. You like, especially the AMC 15 needs a renovation. The Carmike one was recently updated in the last 10 years, but like still, like compared to like Atlanta and some of these other cities, We don't have nice theaters.
Yeah.
And we still go.
In Arizona, a lot of the AMC's that have been renovated are awesome. They got the recliner seats.
We have the
They have no, I mean like the real recliner seats where they also have
Massage
a
chairs?
bar service where they'll bring you meals and drinks. You get freaking crunk while you're watching a movie, dude. It's a pretty great experience, and it's only like a couple more dollars than. Actually, I don't know how much it is. Probably
It's
like
probably like
$10 more
$48.
than a ticket. But it's an experience, and it's better. All right, so some of these things.
Here, let me run through the stats that present the problem, and then you talk about maybe some of the generational stuff. So, domestic box office revenue in 2023 was $9 billion, which was still 20% below pandemic levels. 2019, it was 11.3. That's actually not terrible,
Yeah, 20% is not that bad.
especially when the entire world shut down.
But they also said 26% less foot traffic in theaters.
yeah,
So that tracks with the 20%.
and then
decline in sales.
I wish this doesn't have last year, but I think last year I saw a figure that number was actually up
Yeah.
9 billion. I think it was.
Well, the Barbenheimer,
That
was that
helped.
last year?
No, that
Was that 2023? Gosh, I don't remember.
remember.
I'm old, dude.
Yeah, I'm old. And then let's see, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram offer bite-sized entertainment. We already knew that. 52% of Gen Z say they actually prefer watching movies at home. This is the worst part. I'm going to rage because they can pause, scroll, and multitask. Let me just say,
Oh my
dude,
gosh.
I just did for a class I'm taking, I just did a speech on the movie theater experience, and one of the biggest things about the movie theater is it puts you in a distraction-free environment where you basically are separated from your phone and you're completely immersed, so you can't like stop the movie to like fold laundry or check your TikTok.
Yeah.
It's designed to do that because it keeps you in the story.
Yeah.
And all this stuff about like they might watch a movie over 3 days. I'm just like, just don't
Yeah.
watch a movie. I don't want you.
But
I do
can't
want you,
believe
please.
that. I can't believe someone can pause a movie or watch it in chunk sizes. What's that guy's name? The big wiener. Pete Davidson.
Did you just say that?
Pete Davidson said how they're Netflix.
You're trying to move on so fast, bro. Hey, chat, let's clip that.
Just trying to keep up with the culture, dude. Pete Davidson said that thing where they're now developing scripts to like account for that. Where
Yeah,
you
we
can
talked about that with Nat.
Oh, you're right.
So great job recycling our content.
Big wiener,
and
dude.
bringing up Pete
Thanks,
Davidson's
Pete. Bro.
wiener.
Big wiener.
If we don't go viral for that,
Oh.
I'm quitting. All right, so next one here, you take that one.
All right.
Don't turn that.
Well, so so there right now we're just breaking down the major causes of what might be the issues of why people aren't going to the theaters. And so there's the price point, which is not great. So the economy's down. Not a lot of people can like a family of 4, drinks, popcorn, snacks, movie tickets, you're spending $80-$90.
well,
so-
even just one person, dude.
Yeah, one person still spending $25.
People are like, I can't even buy a house. How much just thinking about movies?
Well, actually, cut that part. So the main
not cutting
reasons
it.
is so you went over the social media experiences, which I also think plays into the attention span.
100%.
And so with the Gen Z and there's that study now. The average human attention span is 8.25 seconds, when it used to be 12 seconds in 2020, which I guess 12 seconds still sucks too.
Yeah, but I wonder like what's the context of that, because like when you go to watch a movie, that doesn't mean you have a 90-minute attention span.
Yeah.
I think
But-
there's levels to that, but like
If a 3-minute TikTok feels long to you, then a 150-minute movie might
Yeah.
feel really long. And that's probably why they're breaking it down into 3 days, which honestly, as a filmmaker, we've actually had this happen to us a couple of times when we sent our documentary out to be reviewed for like some feedback purposes, there were a couple people that were really detached from the overall theme and message of our film and took them like 3 days to finish it. And it's
Yeah.
like at that point you're like, don't even finish it. Just don't watch it. Like if you can't be engaged in the message for 90 minutes, then like don't even watch it.
Well, in some respects, I understand the segmented watching, but not for a movie. Like that's what series are designed for.
Yeah.
But I guess there's something about like when you cross that 40 to 50 minute mark and you go beyond that, it's like it doesn't feel like a series anymore. It feels like a movie.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's just what movies are. It's one contiguous kind of story. So
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe that's why series are performing better.
Well, and then you go into the streaming culture and how it's rewired us. So 71% of U.S. adults say they prefer watching movies via streaming platforms. Studios are collapsing the theatrical window. And
Yeah, that one's
Yeah,
important though
that's
because
important.
remember we talked about we've talked about a couple of movies where either they were targeting for a theatrical release and they just abandoned it, or when they didn't get the numbers they were wanting in the box office, they pulled the rug and put it on streaming. Like that Brad Pitt George Clooney movie. They were
Supposed to be
tracking for a
theatrical, yeah.
theatrical and they gave it up. And who knows, man? They could have had
Yeah.
like really good numbers. But if you keep doing that, people are going to be like, "Oh,
I'll just
wait.
wait."
I'll wait till it performs badly and then I'll watch it."
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
and I think down here there's the psychological thing of like,
Mm-hmm. Convenience versus experience.
yeah, it's like, oh, this is free, but it really is not free. You are paying for that subscription or a subscription somewhere. Like I think most people probably are averaging $50 to $75 a month on subscriptions. So really, you're not.
Yeah.
You could go to a movie or two a month and you're about the same.
Yeah. So those are the main issues. You got your streaming culture, your social media kind of dilemma, the attention span deficit, and the psychological shift, convenience versus experience. And if I'm honest, it is better to like, there are some movies where like I would rather just stay at home, chill with my wife, or watch it with my kids at home than versus like loading up the car, going and seeing it in like a rundown theater.
But I think that's just from like the family aspect. If
Yeah.
you take them out of it and it's just you, I guarantee you for a movie, you would always want to be in the theater. Even if it's not a great movie, it's just a better experience. When you start talking about though, like loading up the family, like that's like stressful thinking about all that. You want it to be successful. Like you can't do that
Yeah.
for every movie. That's not realistic
Well,
for people.
And yeah, there's some movies that you don't take your kids to, and then there's some that you do. But like we're going to see Superman next week or this week, and I would not go and see that. Like I wouldn't wait for streaming for that. I'm going to
Yeah.
the theater. I'm going to watch it there, and I'm going to go see it in IMAX so I can guarantee it won't be on a dimly lighted screen. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
So those are the issues. What are some of the things?
Well, hold on. I want to go back to the Gen Z thing because
freaking Gen Z, dude.
this is kind of like interesting that a lot of these stats are saying this because you remember we found that article that talked about, and maybe the article was like too loosely tied to the theater, but it was talking about how Generation Z as a group are actually valuing life experience more. Like they're valuing things like the movie theater experience more. So like instead of just a transactional thing in their lives, they actually value like physically experiencing something, going somewhere. Like I don't know if maybe that article we read, it was talking about such a small percentage because
Well, let's call
like,
it Gen Z and see what he says.
Dude, that's a great idea. Live chat. I hope he answers.
He's probably working. Khalid, what's going on, man? What are you doing?
I'm dying out here, man. I'm dying.
You working?
Oh, dude, it's 90 degrees out there.
Oh yeah. Hey, I got a Gen Z question for you.
Tell me he's on the air.
I might have a millennial.
No, you're not a millennial. You're Gen
You're
Z.
not a millennial, Caleb.
I might have a limit.
When were you born? 99?
01.
Oh, one.
You're definitely a Gen
Okay.
Z.
All right. So, quick question: would you rather see a movie in theaters or wait for streaming? See a movie in theaters.
Wait.
Why?
Why? It's what it's meant for, dude. It's nostalgia. That's what I did growing up.
Okay.
Ask him when the last time he saw a movie was.
When's the last time you saw a movie?
I want to say it was Thunderbolts.
Okay, that's a good one.
How often do you go to the
And so,
theater?
and you're going to go see Superman this Friday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, when you're on, like, do you think social media has affected like your attention span? Are you on social media a lot these days?
Yeah. No, for sure. Most definitely.
Ask him if his brain is cooked.
Is your brain cooked?
It's in the pot roast right now.
It's a moist steamed roast.
Ask him what's the first thing he thinks of when he thinks of Pete Davidson.
Oh, it was Pete Davidson.
All right.
Ask him.
Do you know who Pete Davidson is?
Yes.
What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of him?
SNL.
He's
Valid
got a
response.
pure mind. All right, Caleb, see
All right,
ya.
man. I'll see you.
All right. See you guys.
Dude, what if he had been like, Big Dong?
They literally made a movie about that. Dude.
Did they? What
Yeah.
movie was it?
It's like based off his own life, and he's stars in it.
Was that recent? I did
Nah,
not
it's
know.
like
All right, we're getting way off track. All right, so
Pete's dong always
We've-
gets people off
we've
track.
presented all of the problems. Now, besides these solutions right here, what would you say if you just had power to flick a switch and fix it? Like, what would you think you should do?
I think it's
Realistically, not like make theater $0.
I think it's creating a better experience for theater goers. So I don't think the experience has really changed in the last few decades. And so the most recent change they did is like expand the seats, make the seats better, include alcohol in the theaters, like a bar kind of
They-
restaurant service.
They only expanded the seats because we're getting fatter as a nation.
Well, and there's these new 4D theaters. So they're like those. I've actually never been in one of those except at Disneyland when they showed like some
Dude, they were
weird movie,
designed by
like
Pete Davidson.
the
4D.
thing that like jumps up and bites you in the butt. Did you ever? been
Oh,
on
it's
that
got
ride?
like the fourth sense. You smell
yeah, you
things.
smell it, you
I
feel
don't
the
know
wind.
if I'd like that. Did you like it?
Well, I haven't been to like one of the recent ones yet,
Okay.
where they like the seats actually shake.
Jurassic Park, a giant dinosaur
Bites you.
comes and bites your head off.
But like some of the things I think they could improve on is like the way they market and create the event of the movie. So like cosplaying, like special nights, music, like you can kind of create these like really cool experiences around like the opening and the premieres of the movies. So it's like it makes it more like, oh, we're going to do this thing versus like just sit in a movie for
Well, do you
90
think
minutes.
that's the job of a theater chain, or is that a job of a local community? Because like it would be hard. I mean, I guess AMC could be like, if you come dressed up as Superman, you get 80% off your ticket. That would get people to
That'd
the
be
theater.
cool.
Hey, that's a great idea, AMC.
That
I'll
one's for
sell
free.
it to you. No, nothing's free. But I think one thing is, and I've talked about this before, you know, there's this clash with streaming and the theaters, but like I feel like there has to be a blend where they work together, because if the stream, so like Netflix is about $20 a month now, right? If you said, hey, $20 a month, included in that subscription, you get X number of free movie tickets to any Netflix release film. And they're not putting a lot of films in theaters right now, but if they did that, that would get more people to the movies. Then they're like, oh, my subscription includes this. Or also, what I've said before is Netflix actually having, or any of the streamers, some kind of experience where they actually put up a physical,
Location,
yes, and it's like Netflix theater.
Netflix,
And your
chain
subscription, maybe you're like the $20 one doesn't include that, maybe it's more like 35 and you get like X number of movies. That would absolutely change the game. But I feel like they're not really thinking of that, because I think for them, they view the entire theatrical release as just a huge gamble. And it is. I mean, I get it. But I think if we don't save it, I think movies are just going to continue to get watered down and like be stale. So, yeah. But some of the, I think these are pretty obvious ones. Like you were talking about,
Better the experience.
make the experience better, fix the cost problem, which I don't know how exactly you do that. Maybe some of the ideas we mentioned, like discounts or just restructuring like how they're priced. And then exactly what this is talking about social media, but this is saying basically don't compete with social media, embrace it. So like getting influencers and other people that are on social media that have a lot of voices, like Kai Cenat, have them be a part of the experience.
Yeah, that's
and like
a great idea. But you see, there's already some influencers like on social media that do like the red carpet premieres, and they kind of ask questions to the actors, and they are leaning into some of that. But like getting a big person like Kai to do it like a streaming event around that theatrical release would be actually really cool.
Well, you know what would be cool too is some of these series, like can you imagine if the new Stranger Things season, which I've heard it's 5 episodes and all of them are 90 minutes long, so good luck, Gen Z. Can you imagine if the first episode premiered in the theater, how much of a buzz that would create? And it was exclusively in theaters for like the first 4 weeks, and you could only watch it in theaters. That would be insane.
Yeah, they'll never do
Netflix, I'll say that idea. They would never do, but that would I think just doing that would create so much buzz that it would bring them more subscribers. So what are these last ones? Invest in community and local film culture, which I think that's the job of the community, to make people care about movies and kind of create, an experience in your community. Host local filmmaker nights, screen classic or cult films, which it sucks where we are. We don't have like a traditional kind of like classic old theater. A lot of freaking Montgomery has one. We don't have one. Tell stories that deserve the big screen. What does that mean to you? I mean, this literally says support bold original films with theatrical ambition, everything everywhere all at once. Yeah, I think
which you waited to watch it on an airplane. So
that came out a long time ago, and I wasn't as avid a theater goer as I am now. But yeah, I wish I had seen that in theaters. But I think the problem is like,
you're the problem.
I am the problem. The problem is me. Like we want more original films, but then when one of them misses, the studio blames the public. Like Disney, like we were just talking about. Oh, you guys didn't go watch Elio? You don't want original films? It's not really that. It's like you put out one original film and you're mad that we didn't watch it. You need to keep putting out original content. Like original movies that are done well, people go see them. Look at Sinners. That's like breaking records for that genre. So just make a good movie, Disney. Also, maybe support our podcast. What's the last one? Dude, that's so corny, but you should read it. Make it personal again. Dude, MAPPA. Make America Personal Again. Push marketing that emphasizes emotion, encourage theater going as a shared ritual, personalized trailers. This is all stuff that I think goes into that cultural, like communal experience.
Yeah.
It's like
these are all good, but I think the biggest ones that would actually change people's minds going back to theater is just creating new, fresh, and better experiences at the theater. Like at minimum, I want to go see a movie and a clear lit image would be fantastic. Like that's the bare minimum. Like I don't want to go into a theater and that thing's brightness is all the way down.
Bare minimum, I don't want a milkshake on the screen.
Yeah.
But I feel like there has to be like a force at play, because this stuff all seems so simple, but I think in the minds of these theater executives, it's like we either just need to put out more movies or we need more Jack Black and The Rock in our movies. And it's really
Well, the
not,
movie theaters don't have any control of what movies come into their theaters.
so maybe it goes back to the studios.
I mean, it's on both. The studios are going to keep making movies that they think are going to make money, but the theaters, that's where they need to focus on actually making the experience more.
Well, maybe some of the responsibility should fall in the studio because you're asking the theaters to kind of revitalize the experience, and they're the ones that are really losing a ton of money right now.
That's a lot of upfront investment for sure, and then the price will go up, which goes back into
That
fix the cost
yeah,
problem.
so-
So yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword in a way. So maybe we can't bring the theaters back, dude. Oh,
Chat, can we save the theaters? I think that's enough on this episode, or we're gonna get mad. Hold on one second. Yes, Mr. President, we will save the theaters. Well, that's all we got for this. I think the theater can be saved. Maybe I'm being a little too hopeful, but
we are biased because we want to make movies that go in the theaters.
things will change. There will be more Barbenheimers. There will be more Sinners movies. There will be more Supermans. I think it will get better, and over time, maybe we'll find a way back. But if you guys think any of our ideas were unique or cool, or you want to talk about Pete Davidson, let us know in the comments, and we will see you guys in the next one.